Okay, back to our question here. Sorry, the video kind of cut out there on Charla and Devin playing the piano. So let's figure out how much in total on Sunday did Charla play. We are adding her Saturday. She played 1/3 more on Sunday than she did on Saturday, so we have to add these two fractions together. So back to your adding of fractions, same thing we're doing with subtraction, except for now we're just going to add our numerators. That's the only difference. So find your common denominator. Well, I know that 3 can go into 6, so let's start with our multiples of 3. 3, 6, and we already see that, well, 6 is going to be our common denominator. So write our new fractions out of 6. And to get to this 6, we have to multiply 3 by 2. So do the same thing at the top, multiply the numerator by 2. 2 times 1 is 2. Over here, our denominator was already 6, we don't have to do anything to the top. Slide down that 2. So adding 2 out of 6 plus 2 out of 6, we'll add your numerators. 2 plus 2 is 4. Keep your denominator the same as 6. So your fraction is 4/6. Could you make that even smaller? Could you make it to your lowest terms? Yes, you could. You could divide the top and the bottom both by 2. So 4 divided by 2 goes in twice. 6 divided by 2 goes in 3 times. So how much of an hour did Charlotte play on Sunday? Well, she played for 2/3 of an hour. That is how much time Charlotte played that piano for on Sunday. Now, Devin, over here. We've got our guy Devin. Sorry, you might not be able to see me. That's okay, though. You can still see the board. He played for 2/3 on Saturday. He played for 2/12 more on Sunday. So therefore, add these together. Find your common denominator. Start over here because I know that 3 can go into 12. So I know that if I count up multiples of 3, I will get to 12. So 3, 6, 9, 12. Well, what did I do to get there? I times the 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4. I times it by 4 to get to 12, so I'll have to do the same thing to the top. Write your new fractions. Going to be out of 12 plus your new fraction out of 12. Make sure we can still see. So I write my new fraction. To get down to here, I went 3 times 4 was 12. Do the same thing to the top. 2 multiplied by 4 is 8. So 8 out of 12. And then on this other side, did I have to do anything to get down here? Nope, didn't change anything. So slide down your 2. I have 8 plus 2 for my numerator being 10. And my denominator, now that it's common, I can just move it down, 10 over 12. Is that as low as I can go? No. There is a number that goes into both 10 and into 12, and that number I just gave it away is 2. So divide your 10 by 2, divide your 12 by 2. Your new fraction in its lowest form, 10 divided by 2 is 5, and 12 divided by 2 is 6. So there's how much time that Devin played for of an hour on Sunday. So who played for longer on Sunday? Well, what fraction's bigger? 2/3 or 5/6? Well, we can probably already see that this 5 out of 6 looks a little bigger because our denominator is bigger, even though they're still within one number of each other. The 2/3 comparing to the 5/6. Could we go a step ahead just to better compare them to prove to us that right now I think Devin's more? Because, well, 5 out of 6 definitely looks larger than 2 out of 3. But can I compare these fractions just to make sure that this is really bigger? Yes, I could. I could take the 2/3 and I could take the 5/6 and I could make them into common denominators. So let's do that here quickly. I've got my 2/3, which was Charla, and my 5/6, that was Devin's time. And I can compare these. So to compare these fractions, I need to make sure the denominator is the same. Is it the same right now? No, not quite, but it's not going to take us much to get there. I know that 3 is going to be able to go into 6, so let's look at our multiples of 3. 3, 6, there's our common denominator. So write your new fractions. What do we have to do to get from 3 to 6? Well, we multiplied it by 2, so multiply your top by 2. Your new fractions are over 6. 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. Did I do anything over here? No. This stayed the same, so this can stay the same as well, 5 out of 6. So now that we have compared these, we made their denominators equal so they're easier to compare. It's a straight up comparison now. We can see that Devin is playing for a little bit longer time with 5/6 of an hour, comparing that to Charla at 4/6 of an hour. So part A, who played for longer Sunday? It was Devin. Part B, for how much longer did this person play? Well, let's look at our work we've already done here. So we have our 4/6 of an hour and 5/6 of an hour. We want to know how much more did this person play than this person. So to do that, I just have to subtract. I have to take away Charla's time from Devin's time. So let's go Devin's time, which was 5/6, minus our 4/6, which was Charla's time. And we've already done everything. We've already found our common denominator. So now we can just subtract our numerators. 5 subtract 4 is 1. Carry your denominator of 6 over 1 out of 6. So for how much longer did Devin play? Devin played for 1/6 of an hour longer than Charla. Okay, so there is knowledge check number 2. It is in total out of 30 marks. I will also add kind of the knowledge check 2 answers in a separate document beside the videos. So if you missed anything, if you're wondering, hey, what is this question out of? What was that question out of? It shows kind of on that answer key what each question should be out of, and it's total of 30. So like I've kind of said before, this is our first kind of way of trying marking this knowledge check together. I hope it was helpful. I hope it worked. We're going to try to move, hopefully one day when we kind of get all the little bugs figured out, a way that we can work into the Zoom platform and use that kind of as a way to mark this live, and then record that, and then if you missed that live video, maybe you'll be able to watch it after, kind of like you did today. So once again, please, please, please take that mark that you got and be honest with yourselves. Record a comment. It'll be a private comment underneath, and you can kind of choose private comment to send to me. That way I have your mark. I know how you're doing on this, and I know you actually did it. Okay? So look for tomorrow. Moving on to adding, I think it's adding fractions with mixed numbers. Okay, perfect. Have a great day, guys. Thank you very much. We'll see you later.